Here these boys are being pulled over, look. They're getting dished a portion for speeding. I don't know, 125. Oh, what? Anyway, not to worry. We'll stick at 30. No speeding fines. I'll wait till tonight and I'll do 190 down here. Yeah, okay. I've been coming to the TT now, watching since 1993, and I've been racing here since 2011, so this will be my 6th TT. The most special thing about the TT is definitely the atmosphere in it. It's the only racer that I'd ever come back to year on year even if I didn't actually race the bike. The race I'm competing is the Super Sport, Super Stock and Super Bike. The main difference obviously, 600 is here, 600cc Super Sport machine, slightly less power, easier to ride. You've got the Super Bike and the Super Stock. With the Super Bike obviously you've got 200 odd horsepower, the thing's a bit of an animal, but even the Super Stock bike now, the Super Stock's over 200 horsepower. The difference is that one's on threaded tyres, one's on slicks, so to make sure you've got to pay in with as much respect as each other. And I'm also riding the Sarah Lear electric bike, which is in the bottom paddock, which is a nice bit of kit. Hopefully we get a lap on that on Wednesday and away we go on that. Each year they got more power and more power, and it makes them harder and harder to ride, but I suppose with speed comes more fun, so I'm not going to complain. My favourite TT memory has to be when I won the TT in 2014, because when you get called in the winners enclosure and you're on the number 1 spot, you're the winner. But every time you get on a podium, when you come down to the start line here and you come in the return road there, when you get called in the winners enclosure, that's got to be one of the best feelings you can ever have in your life, really. Want a consistent lap, 132 is the plan. Due to the practice this week not going to plan as it has been, I think we might have his work out, but I'm going to try. To get a good result at TT means to me, it's everything really, because that's what the whole year revolves around. You've got to sort of focus on what you need to do and get the head down from the start. That's why missing a couple of nights practice makes it difficult, but the thing is everyone's in the same boat, so everyone's equally finding it as difficult as you are, so it's when we're going to have to start trying to get dialed in as quick as we can and get the best result we can for the following year. Chaps, good to go? Yep. You sure? We've done it! I bet it's ages been beat me a long day up. Right then. Here we are, here's the start and finish. Where you need to be is the best thing, I think, because you run around, I reckon, about the middle of this lane, don't you? Because you don't go too tight. Some people go tight, but I don't know. And you sort of, obviously, if you can see the yellow cones down there, you sort of go straight line, end of the very last cone, I'd have said ish, and you want a straight line straight through the bush and straight line at the best you can. So there's not as much turning involved. So once you start turning, you can create problems. Whereas if you just keep it straight as you can and go as fast as you can. Basically, I think the plan around here is take the shortest route possible. So you sort of go over to the bush, over to them. But you don't want to go too tight to the left, because you'll notice here, right, if you go too tight to the left here, you do a fair old jump, whereas if you just stay slightly to the right, you don't do as much of a jump. Yes, because it's so long. You've got to think, if you go northwest or also, maybe northwest to be fair, there were a couple of changes this year to a chicane and tarmac, but because it's such a shorter track, the changes are a lot smaller in proportion. Where around here, because it's such a long track, you might have quite a few surface changes in a lap. Do you get what I mean? Because you've got so far to go. Yes, it is. On the 600's not too bad, because with the straights being so long, on the 600 you can get a little bit of rest time, to be fair. But the big bike, even in a straight line, the thing, because the road surfaces are not 100% smooth, so you're wrestling the thing around all over the place most of the time. It's always moving left to right, white lines, everything. So no, it is physical, but I think it's more mentally destroying than physically. Well, not more, but it's as equally mentally destroying as physically destroying, because you've got to concentrate for so long around here, and obviously we don't want to have any lapses in concentration. It's a good job we're not in a classroom anyway, because I struggle with concentration in the classroom, so we'd end up through the hedge. That goes late. This is probably one of the famous ones. Do a bit of a wheelie over here. As you can do a good wheelie, you can carry the wheelie but still keep the power on all the way to the next hill. That's when you know you've done a good wheelie. But I'm not sure it's a good idea. This is a fast bit, Bala. It's good now because we can go fly out from Union Mills all the way to Greeba on your 600. You can carry 60 when I mean fly out, when I say like something, you might have a slight roll on the way in, but when I go on a corner I say it's 6th or 5th. I mean it as in, on the exit of that corner, that bike is pulling like a train on the exit. Do you get me? So you don't need to go down again. Whereas some lads will say, oh, it's flat out in 5th through there. Yeah, but when you come out in 5th, you've got to drop again. You're not pulling, you know what I mean? In my book, I've got to be singing on the exit. Do you get what I mean? So yeah. Guy's gonna miss his bus. He's running for it. Oh, that bus driver's pulling over. See, in England, you won't get that. If he was not at the bus stop, mate, he'd just go straight past and give you a wave. Better luck next time. This is one of my favourite bits coming up in a minute. This is Greeba Castle. I really like this, but I don't know why. And you can always smell garlic on the way in. There's some natural plant that grows. It smells like, whether it is garlic or not, I'm not sure, but it smells like garlic. Don't mind a bit of garlic bread. Here we are at Greeba Castle. This is one of my favourite sections on the track, I suppose, from Greeba Castle all the way through to Bala. One of my favourite little bits. I don't know why, it just is. But we're coming in here, it's 3rd gear on the big bike, 4th gear on the 600. And we come in here, we rail along the lower side of the curb, see there's quite a lower curb, you can have the knee over the curb all the way around. But we've got to be really careful because we go over a crest and it's negative camber on the exit of this turn, so you can easily come a bit of a cropper for a high side on the way out. So we'll have to take a walk up the pavement and have a look. Can you see the crest? You go over the crest here and the road drops away from you, so you've got to be really careful on the way out. Little castle. Take it, that's why they call it Greeba Castle. You don't realise how far of a walk it is, do you, when you got to walk it? There's the exit, you sort of run over the crest and you'll run. You don't want to run too wide, to be honest, in the white. You've got to make too much of a switch back, I don't think. So you want to sort of run just over the white lines and straight line the next bit as best as you can and get the drive all the way through Appledene, I think it is. This is a good bit through here. So fast. Out wide here. Turn here and there's a lamppost on your left hand side that you sort of run parallel with. See it? The A-frame. And if you look, you can see a straight line all the way down there. There's this different set of red, black and white curbs that change on the right hand side. You see the stop and the start of the set, see? So there's a gap there. That's when you know you need to turn in about there. Even though it looks like it's a long way, but when you're doing 150 miles an hour, that time's taken up quite quickly. Don't create a massive lean angle on the exit there either. If you go over a crest and the bike goes light away from you and it goes over the road. Voice of experience, I've been in the curb on the right. This is so fast through here, I think. Ghostly. This is one of a really good place to watch. A lot of people watch here if you want to watch somewhere fast, don't they? Do you know what I mean? You can stay. You see loads of videos of people on the left hand side of the wall here, and this is sort of flat the whole way through. But most people roll for this right here. But you'll notice, right, there's two curbs here. So you get a bit of an arch, a parallel bit, and you get the second arch here. That's the apex point there. If you turn in too early, you'll end up doing a threatening bit and having a second go at it. Whereas if you go for the later one, you'll swoop round. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's because it's gone on for so long. I like it that no Greenpeace has got involved as well. Do you know what I mean? I like it. It's like with the road race thing, people complain it's dangerous, but everyone that competes in road racing, they don't get here and suddenly realise that it's dangerous. Do you know what I mean? You know it's dangerous before you've started. Do you get what I mean? And nobody forces you to set off. No one's got a gun at your head saying, right, you will set off down that hill. Do you know what I mean? You know what the crack is. So it's one of them, innit? Whereas over here, that's just sort of known. Yeah, quite regular. Something you just get over, don't you? This is Milky's corner, so you don't want to clip the wall on the left here. This is fast through here. You can easily get out of shape here because it drops away now. See the road sweeping now, look. They like to keep the track clean and tidy, do you know what I mean? It's always half decent. create lean angles like you would at short circuit. Maybe that some places you probably do, but you don't create lean angles around here, I don't think. You got to be careful because so many crests here. See, look at the road, it's constantly undulating you. And that's why I think track knowledge is key. Like round here, you come round here, you sort of hang out, you're turning, and you want to be sort of apexing it here, but you want to be also standing up. Because the road drops away from you, sort of want to be upright to turn in this right. And you can come round here, you can hit the curb, it's like a dip there that sets the bike up, and you can drift the bike and you'll spin it up and it'll drift and then you'll run against that curb there. So spin drift, stand it up and you'll fire and you'll straight line all the way through like that to the right side of the road. Then you'll dock to and tip into here. Do you know what I mean? And luckily this is cambered in your favour, so you can really reel around if you go quite tight. Stand up, you can run quite wide, then turn it to here, but you don't want to run wide on the way out of this one. When you tip into here, you can see the negative camber. You want to stay on the left hand side of the road like here, because if you're going to that side it makes it too much of an effort to go right, swoop right to go left, where if you stay on the white line you can straight line that section and then you can just swoop round here and you apex round here about here. You'll notice bike spins up over there, it goes wah, and spins if you go into a negative camber. Same thing again, that's the thing around here, you've got to be so, it's really camber conscious if you know what I mean. Here we are at Bala Bridge, this is another famous place on the course. This guy's going the wrong way, which is not didn't quite get any air. Coming to here on the big bike, down to first gear, steady away. You don't want to be doing too much of a big jump because you don't want to wreck the bike. Do the jump, you sort of turn at the last minute, do the jump, land, and you drive through the whole way from the right hand side. And you see everyone's face over the railings on the right hand side, and everyone's drinking beer, to be honest. The plan is to race back to the paddock as soon as you can to get the race finished, and then you can join them. The plan now is, if you can zoom into that board over there, it says TT 2017 full English breakfast. We're going to go have one now with a pot of tea. That's the plan anyway, because we've had no breakfast this morning, so that's what we need. We need a bit of energy for tonight, so we'll get a full English for powering us way around. Oh, so where's mine? You've got my brew, you weasel. Oh, sure. You've nicked mine. You say mine had more in than yours. Yeah. Shifty, this guy. I once broke down into it in 2014, the senior. I think we're line 4 for 50 now, I'm doing alright actually. I did my first ever 130 mile an hour lap in 2014. On a standing start in the race. And I came into here, and I think a gearbox went funny and it put a hole in the crankcases. You know, it leaked out, it was smoking, so I pulled up on the right just after Sulby Bridge. And there's a real nice bloke that owns the house on the right, just as we go around here, I'll show you. Because I leant the bike against the electric box. There's an electric box just around the corner here, or like a BT, but whatever you want, I don't know what you call them, no phone line boxes. Oh, there you go, see that green box? Just down there. And the bloke that owns that white house is a real nice bloke. And I went into a ginger ale pub here and everyone bought me a beer and I was absolutely ruined. Right, by time, because it was only on second lap, you see, so I watched the full race there, and everyone just kept buying me pints of beer. Mate, I don't even remember getting back to the paddock. You know what I mean? I was like, I'll have another one, it was brilliant. Here we are. This is my worst bit from Parliament Square, right, all the way to the gooseneck is my worst bit. This bit, come on here. This guy behind me is year 6R, right? You're going to struggle to get around here at 60 because I know how tight this next one is. So you're doing well there, Chief. Yeah, the mountain's good. You can see where you're going. Look at the views to the right here. Do you know what I mean? The views are brilliant. What is the guy in the van doing? You know what I mean? He's just on both sides of the road. I'm going to go around the outside. Flat out now in the what car is it, a Mondeo or what? Yeah. It didn't go bad, you know this. He's not sure where he's going here, is he? He's on the wrong line completely, this guy in front. He's enjoyed himself, wasn't he? you know what I mean? At least when he's not sure, right, he's slowing down. Do you get what I mean? Where some of them just think, I'll go for it. He's used his luck, but he's sort of like, well, I'm not sure about this. I'll slow down a bit. Do you know what I mean? Want to be in there, over here now, look. Over that bit. See, look at what's done something, isn't it? We've done him! I bet it's rages me beat me a Mondeo. You can have so much fun going over there, can't you? Do you think? That is fun. I'd love to go in a race car. But race cars are a bit out of my price range. It's good to see that people like him on that bike, when they're not sure of where they're going, he's steady away. He's like, oh, I'm not sure, so he's shutting off. Do you know, he were using his loaf, and he's like, it's good that they let you use both sides of the road and put it all to one way, because you've got like people that do respect the track like he was, do you know, gets the full enjoyment out of it. Do you get what I mean? So he can come enjoy the course for what it is, right, and use his loaf and have fun. Whereas you get the other end of the spectrum where you get people that go by similar sort of bikes to he's got, that they can't really ride it that well, and they just watch a bit of racing and think they're a hero and go off the edge of the mountain, which is not advisable. It's like everyone that we came across then, to be fair, there were nobody else silly, were there? Everyone were riding pretty within himself, so we're good. Makes it all good fun. There you go, plenty of room there. Feel quite tidy now, actually. Don't tell the missus she'll kill me.